Hey, it's Rachel from the Life Facilitator, and I am doing a journal with me video today. And this will coordinate with my blog post on the Cocoa Daisy blog. So make sure to check out the blog post for more details about this process. So I am working in my faith journal, and so what I like to do is I like to prep a lot of pages ahead of time so that when I go to actually journal and work in this notebook, the pages are already sort of pre-decorated, so that I don't have to spend I don't have to spend that time doing that anyway, but it's nice to have the pages pre-decorated. So these are the first couple pages in the insert, and I'm writing down, I'm adding some alpha stickers to create some labeled areas for prayer lists and other things like that. And then just looking for a few other decorations. For this journal video, I am using the Cocoa Daisy Solstice Kit. And this kit, it has a very celestial theme. It's a really beautiful kit, and it works really well for this sort of art journaling type process that you will see today. And I've already started journaling a little bit in this insert, but I have quite a few pages left in this dory. A note about this little simple dory, it's actually an A5 size Cocoa Daisy simple dory. However, I have trimmed it down to B6 size because I really wanted to use this notebook, and this notebook cover is B6 size. This is partly why I love the A5 simple dory, is that you can cut it down to pretty much any size, as long as it's smaller than A5, and it works really well. You could even, I have done previously, I've actually cut the insert A6 size by actually turning it on its side and cutting the pages. I'll try to link that video where I'd show that in the description. But yep, so my process is pretty loose when it comes to journal pages. I'm really just looking to break up the blank space on the page so that my eye is sort of moving around the page. And so I like to create little elements like this that are just little clusters of decoration, but also have a spot for me to write something down. And so, so I'm just adding some of these stickers are from the classic sticker kit. And I'm making like little tabs out of them and adding them around the page. Another thing I like to do with this journal is punch different size papers in different shapes. And I think that this is a great way to obviously use up your stash. You can see that I have a little storage container right next to me, and that has all of my paper scraps from this kit in it, and then a few of the sort of puffier stickers like the puffy alphas also are in that little box. I'm also going to pull out the stamps from this month. These stamps are really cute. I really like these stamps a lot. I mean, I love stamps, and so but these ones are particularly charming. And I'm going to do a masking effect for that stamp. I masked too much of it, so I'm just going to go in again and put the full stamp down. And I love how it turned out. And yeah, this process is really, especially because this is a journal, this is like incredibly therapeutic to just sit down and play with paper and stickers and washi and build sort of the foundation of these pages, and then go in later and actually fill them with, for me, important information about my spiritual journey. So this page it needed some washi for sure. I that gold washi, oh my gosh, I love it so much, and I think it'll definitely enter my like continue to use regularly washi bin that I have. So this is another trick that I definitely use with this journal is I use these photo crops and I make boxes, and the boxes are meant to be like journaling boxes or journaling spots. And because this insert has the line across it, I'm just going to go in and white it out so that it looks separate. Like the box looks like it's kind of above the rest of the page. And if you don't have photo crops, you can always use just like either a laminate sheet and cut it down, or I have also bought like clear table mats and trim them down to make my own photo crops. So definitely a fun way to add some little journaling areas on a journal page. So I will admit that I am not a bullet journaler. That is definitely, I've tried it. It's not, I don't know, it doesn't work for me, but this kind of creative journaling, and almost like it's similar to a bullet journal in the sense that I'm sort of prepping the pages ahead of time and I'm sort of designing my own layouts, does work for me and I really enjoy it. It also tends to keep me consistent with the actual use of this notebook. So if I have the pages already prepped, I'm much more likely to go in and add to them than if I wait and sort of try to decorate the pages while I'm also trying to have like a quiet time or do some sort of study. So having them prepped ahead of time is really nice. And you'll see that the stickers I'm pulling from are mostly the stickers from the classified kit, some from the memory keeping kit, and then a few from the add-on kit, I think. But what I wanted to show is that, even though these stickers are for more functional planning, you can use them in a lot of different formats, including in a journal. Oh, it makes me sad looking at me just ripping that sticker apart, but it survived. And so with these little boxes that I've made, I'm just adding little decorative clusters in and around the boxes. And so as you look at this page, you can see there's like 3 boxes that are definitely sort of prominent on the page, but I could also write around the boxes too. So it just provides some visual interest. And a lot of times the things I'm writing down are things I'm studying or things I'm reflecting on while I'm studying. And so it's nice to have some, it's nice to have a little bit of separation. And I'll write down scriptures and quotes and those sorts of things too. So that all makes it on the page as well. Yeah, I do struggle a little bit with this stamp in like the placement of it, and I thought about it later and I probably could have straightened out the stamp and it would have given me less trouble, but it still turned out really cool. And this little stamp, oh my gosh, I've used this one everywhere all month as well. I love it. And then some of the other things I love about this stamp set, well, and I just love this about Cocoa Daisy in general, is they always have a few quotes that are a little bit more thoughtful, and then there's always a few like snarky quotes too, which is just so nice. I think a couple of the snarky ones this month was "Loading, please wait," and then "I keep hitting the space bar, but I'm still on Earth." I love that. So yeah. Just adding a few extra little elements to the page. That washi again, I just love it so much. And this journal is also a great way to like use up elements that I'm not using in my planner. So I like to have, this definitely helps me like use all of my kit elements, and it just looks so pretty, so pretty. I also like too that this, well, this is, I mean, this happens with all of the standard dories each month, but the colorways change each week a little bit. So you can have almost a completely different layout with a totally different colorway with all the same kit items, which is pretty cool. I'm going to make a little tab with these label stickers. I've been having so much fun using these label stickers or these little box stickers in different ways. And tabs using them as tabs has definitely been a favorite recently. Also, I never throw away the bag that the classified kit comes in because I love craft paper. I should say that with a little more enunciation, craft paper, in my journals, in my memory keeping, in my planning. I love that look. And I just basically rip up the classified kit bag and use it in my planners. But you could also just, I mean, I'm sure lots of people have craft paper bags around that you could use. I mean, just go to the grocery store and like ask them for a bag. Adding a few labels. So the labels I like to put on my pages, and usually that's where like the scripture that I'm working on or reflecting on goes. And so that's why I'm putting a few tabs around the page, because that's like a spot for where I could put the scripture I'm working on. So this wraps up my journal with me today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure to check out the blog post. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!